Good day, my name is Warawara, and I'll be talking to you today about choosing the right career. Well, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Young Climber, or my personal YouTube channel, Warawara Hlatshwayo. Well, in our group, we have seen quite a number of students seeking advice on which careers to choose because of their grades. Well, first of all, you must note that it is very important to have good grades when you want to have whatever career you want to have, because at the end of the day, you do not have a career because you want that career, but you have that career because you qualify to be part of the students studying for that subject, especially in our country, Swaziland, where you cannot just say, I want to be a doctor, and just because you want to be a doctor, you become a doctor. No. You become a doctor because you qualify to go into that institution and study that subject. So it is, first of all, very important to make sure that your subjects will allow you to have that choice. You cannot have a choice unless the subjects allow you to. So you might as well want to start a little bit early. You can start in your high school deciding what you really want to be, so that by the end of the examinations you have that choice. So when you've got that choice, you've had your results, they are allowing you to be whatever you want to become. I've got a few points which I would like you to note when you choose that career. I know a lot of people have had that the advice given that you should choose a job that makes you happy, something that makes your blood pump, something that you're passionate about. This is an advice that has been given throughout the countries, throughout the continent. Everybody, everywhere is being given that advice. I happen to think that that is probably not the best advice that you can have, because we cannot expect everybody in the United States or in Africa to all be passionate about something that pays. So I think it is erroneous. I think that's probably not the best advice, because other people are passionate about music, but can you really go into the music industry today and make money? You probably cannot. You cannot go into the acting industry today and make money. You probably cannot. You cannot go into the art industry and probably make money as somebody else would probably in the United States or in the other well-developed countries of the world. So you might want to take that advice with a bit of pinch of salt, so that maybe, or probably even look into your economy, because it is not advisable to do the same thing in every economy. So my advice is, if you want to qualify, first of all, or if you want to, you considering what career to pick, first of all, I would say, we are picking our careers because we want to make a living. We want to have money. That is the primary aim. The reason we want to wake up every morning, go to work, is because we want to get paid at the end of the month. And your ability or your career, it will be your only source of income. So in choosing your career, you want to make sure that the money is there. Whether the passion is there or not, but you want to make sure that first of all, the money is there. Then we can start talking. So first of all, look where the money is. Number two, you want to look at a career where it is possible to penetrate the industry. So a place where you will probably get employed as soon as you're done with your studies. So there are other careers which pay, there is the money there, but it is very difficult to penetrate. I've seen lawyers in my country, they get a lot of money, but it is difficult to penetrate the industry. So you might want to have to look where it is easy to penetrate the industry. You don't want to get your degree and then sit at home for the next 10 years before you can get employed. You want to get employed immediately. So if you look into the health sector, the health industry there, you probably will get employed the moment you finish your university. The moment you produce your certificate, you'll get employment. So you want a job like that. You want to get into a career like that. Number three, well, we cannot just say because being a doctor has money and you will get employed as soon as you get your degree, then become a doctor. It must be something that you probably will be able to tolerate. We do not go to work because we love our jobs, we just can't do without our jobs, but it is something that we can tolerate. I've been working in the IT industry for quite some time. Sometimes we would work 24 hours without sleep. Sometimes we would work 2 days in a row without sleep. It's not that we're so passionate about that, but it is something that you can tolerate. When there is pressure, you can be able to cushion the pressure and still be able to work and still be able to give your energy, because you know that it is an industry that you can tolerate. So I personally cannot tolerate being a doctor, because the moment I see blood, my skin starts shaking. So I cannot tolerate that. Though there is money, though I can get employed the very next day, but I can't tolerate that. So that is not something that I probably will choose as a career, but I would choose an IT industry, because that is where I can be able to make money, I can be able to be employable, and I can tolerate that industry. Finally, I would say if you choose a career, you might want to choose a career where there is potential for growth. When I say potential for growth, I mean an industry where you will not get stuck. Just the fact that you have been able to come in shouldn't mean that this is all you can do or this is all you can get. You should not just find yourself in a place where the moment you come in, that is the best you can get. You want a place where you can be able to develop, you can be able to grow, you can be able to expand. So I'll just make an example. I'm not necessarily in the aviation industry. I really do not know exactly what happens, but say you're a hostess. Well, if you get there, the next big thing there is probably being a supervisor or a leader of the other people, the other air hostesses working around. But then what's the next job? What's the next point? What's your next movement? What's your next point of stop? You might find that you easily reach the ceiling. So you want to go into an industry where it will be easier for you to keep growing until probably your retirement, or until you probably start your business or something. If you are passionate about motivational speaking and this is what you really want to do, then you can start small from your career, supporting your other hobby or supporting your other passion with the money that you get from your career. And eventually, after you find that the money that you get on the other side on what you're passionate about starts to exceed the money that you get from your career, you can then decide to retire, or you can decide to leave your job and then start focusing on what you have been able to grow from at that level. So that is my advice to those who want to choose their careers. You don't want to go to a university, do some industrial psychology, come back here with big terms and big certificates and not be employable. You want to get a job tomorrow morning after you've submitted your certificates and all, and start enjoying the money, and then you grow in whatever way you want to grow. So that is it from me. Till next time, thank you.